Meet Tim Hofer, a web developer maintaining an eShop for ACME Widgets, Inc. Anytime he ships a change, there's a risk of accidentally breaking something that already worked. Retesting everything manually takes too long, and setting up automated tests has always felt like a project in itself. Let's see how AIVA changes that. This is Tim's shop. His most critical test, verify the entire shopping flow from browsing to order confirmation, needs to work end-to-end. Tim navigates to app.aiva.works and clicks Create your first test. No sign-up needed. Tim enters the URL of the test version of his shop. AIVA spins up a browser in the cloud. Tim sees a live stream he can control as if it were his own browser. On the left, his recorded steps build up as he goes. As the first step of his test, Tim will add this product to cart. AIVA has recorded the step, not as a screen coordinate or element ID, but semantically. It understood what Tim clicked, the way a real user would. Tim adds another product and views the shopping cart. Before checkout, Tim wants the test to verify the subtotal shown to the user. He uses the Assert Text tool. It tells AIVA, this text must be verified here. Tim clicks the text on the screen that the test should verify. Again, AIVA has recorded the step as part of the test definition. Tim continues to check out. Tim completes the checkout. As the final step, he asserts that the order confirmation message appears. Ending a test with an assertion is good practice. It confirms the whole flow actually completed. He marks the text to be verified. Tim saves the recording and gives the test a descriptive name. AIVA suggests a few options based on what it recorded. The test is now ready and Tim can run it for the first time. The test is passed. After the first successful test, AIVA asks Tim to log in so his tests are saved to his account and he doesn't lose his work. He signs in with GitHub in seconds. Back in AIVA, Tim is now logged in. He can return to his test and run it again. The test looks stable. Tim doesn't need to babysit the test. AIVA runs it in the cloud. He can close his browser and come back to the result later. Tim's first automated test, done. 1 coffee break, no infrastructure, no code, no specialist knowledge required. Let's see AIVA catch a bug. In this chapter, AIVA finds a critical bug in Tim's shop, saving him some serious headache. It's some time later, Tim still has just the one test he created, and there are quite a few successful runs of the test. Tim has just shipped a new feature. Time to run the smoke test and make sure nothing broke. The test is running. Let's view it in action. A short while later, the test execution has finished. Oops, this time the test failed. Tim examines the test result to understand what happened. Tim can see which step failed and how. The failed step is pre-selected. The Issues tab is also pre-selected, so Tim can quickly diagnose what happened. The text assert failed because AIVA couldn't even find the area where the text was supposed to appear. Tim needs to refresh his memory as to what was expected in this step. He clicks the screenshot on the left. The test expected an order confirmation page, but that's not what happened. The actual screenshot is obviously different. Tim zooms in. The checkout is broken. Clicking the place order button just threw an error message and didn't actually place the order. Tim checks the video recording from the test to confirm. The error is visible in the video. He can also view the detail of the step definition to see what exactly was supposed to happen. He can see what text was expected, where and how the whole page looked when the test was created. One failure could be a fluke, a network hiccup, a slow page load. Tim runs the test again to confirm before raising the alarm. Nope, no fluke. 2 failures in a row, same reason. Time to dig in and find what broke. It's a blocker. Tim drops everything and fixes it. Tim thinks he's fixed it. Time to let AIVA confirm. Yep, the test is green again. Phew. Tim's first bug caught by AIVA. The next chapter will show how Tim fixes a test that was broken by an intentional change in the tested app. Tim heals a test. Tim's tests have been green for a while, but not every test failure means a bug. Sometimes the app itself changes intentionally. Tim has just updated the product page. A button label has changed. He runs the smoke test as usual. The test is running. A failure. But Tim knows exactly why. He opens the test result and goes straight to the failed step. AIVA flagged that the page no longer matches the test. And Tim can see why. He already knows what changed. Tim compares the expected screenshot with the actual one. The test expected a button labeled Place Order. The label changed from Place Order to Complete Purchase, intentionally. This isn't a bug. AIVA can't know whether a change was meant, so it stops and asks instead of guessing. That's exactly why a green test means something. Tim clicks the new button and confirms the change. One click. Tim tells AIVA, this is the new reality. Update the test to match it. AIVA created a new version of the test. If Tim ever needs to roll back, the old test version is still there. Tim runs the test again. The test passes. AIVA has applied the healed information. The test is up to date and still protecting everything that matters. Tim did it in one coffee break, so can you. Try AIVA free at app.aiva.works. No sign up needed to get started.